So that's now. So the Facebook thing is me challenging them. So that's me coming up with data and stuff and arguments against 20 zones, against clean air zones, against wind farms, non net zero infrastructure. So I'm arguing against that, against bike lanes, something like that. So I'm doing that from a perspective that I think they are a folly and they're a waste of money, a waste of our taxpayers' money. So, so Facebook, you can kind of get in there, and a lot of them, when you really start to get the better of them, they'll either delete you or they'll just stop arguing with you. Or sometimes we reach a consensus and we can be reasonable and say, yeah, okay. And that doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. So that's when you try not to be too abusive towards them. Temptation's there, you've got to fight that and don't do that. But YouTube is different. When I get narcissistic comments coming in, and that's because the nature of these videos themselves are kind of voyeuristic. They are narcissistic. In a way, you're going about copying and you're anecdoting what's going on. You know, the society and universe. Well, yeah, it's a universe. You're kind of looking at environment and stuff, so sometimes people don't like it. Well, they don't like to see. So I'm wandering along here with this phone and a selfie stick, and I suppose some old school type person that might look antisocial or weird or something. So I've been getting quite a lot. So I decided that I would ignore all the horrendous comments and stuff. I decided that about 3 months ago. And last night, no, I just decided no, I've had enough. So I went and blocked lots of people. There's a lot of people now think that they can come on and talk about my gender, like if I'm a man, why I'm called Lucinda and all this sort of thing. There's been quite a lot of that lately, and I think that is a bit of a direct result of J.K. Rowling and her firing money into this feminist, gender critical charity. Well, yeah, that's probably registered as one, yeah. And I think a lot of people somehow think because of this Supreme Court ruling that they could just start saying whatever they want, and somehow that has changed everything, which of course it hasn't. But we're not going to go into that too much just now. So basically just blocked loads of them last night. Going back over a month or so, quite a lot of it was about that, and some people are just plain horrible. They just fundamentally don't like anything about me. So they got blocked as well. So that's what I did. And it's actually probably... So I'm sort of using the analogy with Kenny Weiss. Kenny Weiss says, because he's been, divorced, and he was battered by his wife, humiliated and abused. And what he said was, as soon as, any woman, this applies to men as well, but any woman attacks him, hits him, he's on the phone to the police. So, the analogy, fucking hell, the bloody, the analogy is the same. So the police says, I'm not going to phone the police on my, so I'm just going to block you. I'll report you to YouTube, yeah, so that's what I did last night. And I think it's the right thing to do. Why do I care? So I'm doing this for views, so I want to be abused by people just to get views. That doesn't make sense, does it? What's the point in doing that? That's not good, is it? So yeah, it's not very great here, is it? The rain's making quite nice to see the plants and everything, isn't it? Yeah. So what else? So defragging from the weekend. I'm going to turn these around.